gosh, following that up. It doesn't seem right to go into business stuff, but that's where we are going. Ryan, I'm going to have you pull the chat.
You got the clicker.
First, just wanted to go over kind of where the foundation is and where it's going, and what we hope to do next. The foundation was founded last year, and Ryan, I'm having difficulty. Nice.
Okay. On the next slide.
And for those of you that aren't aware of our mission statement as of yet, Foundation serves as a cornerstone of knowledge for individuals affected by the syndrome, their families, physicians, and researchers. Together we support and advocate for ongoing research and help those diagnosed to reach their greatest potential. And I want to just introduce our board members quickly. Our new treasurer is Christina O'Keefe. And our secretary that sends out all of our loads and loads of donation thank yous is Nicole Schumann. Nicole's also responsible for getting our registry going, and we can't thank her enough for doing that. Kirsten and I were at a Global Genes conference a few weeks ago and found out how many thousands of dollars nonprofits are spending on their registries on an annual basis. And she got us in touch with Stanford, who we'll hear from in a bit, and they are doing that at no cost to us. So it's amazing. And we have Kirsten Stewart, who is kind of our fundraising guru. And Chris Mills in the back, who's one of our board members. Our goal right now is to raise $250,000 by the end of 2019, and that number came from a long discussion with Dr. Bjornson about what we actually needed to make a difference, and that will fund one large grant at about $200,000 that will be an umbrella of WSS, and then two small micro grants, one for cognitive development and then one for feeding and nutrition and digestion. We have raised up to now just over $60,000 in the last about 12 months or so. So we are at 25% of our goal, which I think is kind of beyond, honestly beyond where we thought we would be at this point. And Kirsten's going to go into a little bit more on that. We are donating 5% of our net proceeds to other nonprofits that are either serving rare genetic syndromes or the undiagnosed. We've all been part of the undiagnosed, and we want to make sure that we give back to those communities as well. So our first two that we are going to award monies to are NORD, the National Organization for Rare Disorders, and then the Kabuki syndrome. They are very closely tied to Wiedemann-Steiner. It's on the same DNA strand, which our doctors will get into a little bit more. But we feel like they are just a little bit larger than us, and we want to make sure that we recognize them in our first awards. And our next steps are to develop a scientific advisory board. So we have a few doctors that have been willing to review the applications for the first 2 microgrants that we are awarding, and they will continue to advise us on the medical side of things. And then there's been lots of discussion around establishing internationally, and we are really trying to do that. It takes so much to get our feet in the ground and stable in the U.S. before we go international. So our goal will be to hopefully by the end of next year be to where we can be international and have kind of sister nonprofits in Canada and the UK and Australia and around the world. And 2019 will be our next gathering like this. We will of course support regional meetings in between, but we want this to be something that happens every other year. 2 years ago we were in Baltimore with 16 families, and now we are here with 30 families. So as we continue to grow, we hope that this function grows as well. I'm going to bring up Kirsten Stewart. I'm going to touch a little bit on the fundraising